Welcome in the first video, lesson number 1. We're going to continue. I hope you watched the introduction, but now we're going to continue with the first lesson in which we're going to learn one of the most important things, which is how to earn 50,000 francs in one day. You maybe think, okay, that's how we're going to do that, or that's a little bit high, or you think a lot because it's more than 1 month's salary. But we're gonna use a strategy in this lesson, which will work for sure. If you apply it good, it will work. So pay very good attention. Before I'm going to start with this lesson to tell you this strategy, I want to say one thing before, which is about repetition. See? Repetition. The reason is, maybe I will tell you some things in this course, maybe in lesson 1, maybe in 2, 3 or 4, that you heard before. So you think, I already know this. So there are 2 possibilities. I do not know, or I know. I know. And which is very important in this course is that you realize that the world is not just divided in 2. It's not with everything I do not know or I know. That's the same as thinking something must be black or something must be white. Something must be good or something must be bad. That's easy to think that way, but it's not that simple. There are things in between. For example, with black and white, I gave the example already. You say when I'm there, you say, okay, I'm black. But for example, me, in the Netherlands, people say I'm white. But it's something in between. It's not white and it's not black. It's somewhere maybe here in the middle. And it's with everything. If you do something, it's not 100% bad or 100% good. It's somewhere in between. And that's the same with things that you learn. You do not know 0% or 100% always. Most of the time, you know somewhere in between. To give an example, how good do you know selling? How good can you sell? I guess because you had some lessons, you don't know 0% selling. But because you didn't sold so much yet, I'm sure you also don't know selling 100%. So you are somewhere in between. Maybe you know it for 25%. And if you look at it this way, then you will start to understand the learning process. Because if now I will tell you some things that you already know. For example, about selling, maybe this will change and you will understand it a little bit better, and you will understand it 40% or more, maybe 60% or 80%. And if it's enough, then I hope, and I think it's good to hope that if it's enough, then you can apply it. Because if you understand something a little bit, for example, 25%, then you maybe understand it, you heard it one time. If you really understand it, so you can also explain it to somebody else and all the things, then you maybe understand it for 40% or 60%. But if you can really apply it, if you really can change the theory into real life, so you can go outside now and sell, then you know maybe for 80%. So just a quick small mini lesson before about thinking about the learning process in this course. If you're going to think, oh, I already know that, or oh no, I don't know, if you're going to think that way, you will learn nothing, or you will learn not so fast. But if you realize that by every step, by repetition of the good things, that you will step by step become stronger and learn how to do the things that you want to do, then that will be very valuable. So that was one quick mini lesson before the real lesson. Like I said, this course is the best if you watch on your own. I hope you watch alone right now. But of course, if you have some things to discuss, or also if, for example, let's say you don't understand this, do a little bit discussion with the other people who are also in this course, so you understand it good and you can talk together about the most important things. But now let's talk about the main thing, the strategy. Which strategy are we talking about that you can earn 50,000 in one day? Actually, if you do it good, we will see it's about 1 hour. We're gonna use maybe something that you heard before. So the strategy for 50,000. We're gonna use give something for free. This strategy will be about selling the computer lessons, because you now have all the possibilities with the Wi-Fi, with the computers, enough office place. You have enough possibilities to sell computer lessons to other people, but you don't know how to sell to a lot of people. The strategy we're going to use, that I'm going to advise you, is give something for free. We learned that before. For the people who are already longer in the process, with Info at Frans Les and with We Learn Kids, we also saw that if we give people something for free, that's a very good chance to get the attention of a lot of people. It's not easy. It's also a little bit selling. But if you cannot sell something for free to someone, then you can for sure never sell something for money. So you must know how to give something for free, how to sell something for free to someone. But the cool thing is most people are very interested. If you have a good product and people can get it for free, they don't need to pay anything. They will be very happy. And the cool thing is that the why this works so good is that if people receive something for free, then people want to give back something. If I give you a lot for free, then you will not feel good if you cannot in some way do also something for me or pay me back in one way or another. So that's why this works good. I'm gonna write here, people want to give back. Not all the people. Some people just like, thank you, and they will never give back. But a lot of people want to give back, and that's why the strategy works very good. So what can we do? To sell our computer lessons, to give something for free, so that after that we can sell a lot to, for example, earn 50,000. Before I'm gonna say you that, I want to think together about the 3 problems. If you sell something for free, it has some problems. Okay. Problem number 1 is you don't earn money, right? It's free, so you're trying to do some business, you have some product, but if you give something for free, you don't earn anything. 2 is it costs money. If you want to give something for free, you have to make something or to give some service or to do anything. So instead of that you're earning money, you're even paying money. So it's, there's a real problem with money. We're going to talk about it later. Let's first see the third problem too. The third problem is people have short attention. If you give something for free, they give you some attention, they watch a little bit, what can I get here, or they try it a little bit, but you don't got their attention for a long time. So what can we learn from this? To kill this problem, we don't earn money. After we give something for free, we must have the perfect plan to sell something so that we earn money. It costs money, we have to minimize the cost. So we don't want to give something for free that costs a lot of money. Let's say that we give every person who wants a computer lesson 1 hour for free. Then every hour we have to pay the teacher. Let's say that the teacher earns 500 francs. That means that every time a customer wants to try out for free our lessons, we lose 500 francs. And also the mobilities, we need to pay the rent, the house, the electricity, all the things. So we lose a lot of money if we organize it that way. And a lot of people who will get the free lessons will not be a customer, and so this will not be a very good idea. We will lose more than we will earn, so that's not the best one. So you try to minimize your costs. So what can we do? For example, we can get a lot of people together, say, hey, we have something for free, one lesson, and we bring a lot of people together and we just give one presentation or one lesson to a lot of people. Then we just have to pay one time the teacher who will give the presentation, which can be you, for example, can be somebody else, and then we just pay one time 500 francs. Okay, so don't earn money, so we're gonna make a plan how to earn. It costs money, we're gonna minimize the cost. People have short attention. We must have some free product which is very short, not too long, but very powerful. So we cannot give them the whole product, because we could, but if we give them the whole product, we will lose some money. But people also have short attention. If you give them something for free, they check it out a little bit, but you have really to take their attention. So we're gonna have to make a short, good, free product. Okay, now we thought a little bit about the free, how to give something for free. We saw also the problems and how we have to think there. Now we're gonna see the 3 steps, which if you can do it, and I think you can, but we will see 3 steps. If you can do it, you can earn 50,000 in actually 1 hour, but let's say 1 day. I will erase this. And it's gonna look a little bit like the presentation that I started before when you bought this course, the presentation that I give to you. It looks a little bit like that, because if you also remember, for example, also there in 1 day, or you can say in 3 hours or something, me too, I earned 5 mil 6 times. Why? Because you all bought the product, as you remember, and you was one of them. And that we're gonna kind of use the same strategy, but I will tell you what's necessary, and it are just 3 simple steps. Think for yourself one by one if you can do them. Okay, one is you must have a group of people listening to you, and you must say that you have a free product. So you need, say between 15 and 50 people who will sit down in the room that you prepared. You put all the chairs, a lot of chairs, and you give, you find people who are interested to have a lesson for 1 hour. For example, can be you say to them, okay, 10 November, from 12 o'clock, between 12 and 13 o'clock, we have a presentation where we will learn you computer lessons, information. In this lesson you will not only see what's important to learn on a computer, like the basics things from Excel, Word, all these things, but you'll also be able to see how to use the computer as an entrepreneur and how to earn money in that way. We will learn you some important lessons which you can use for your business, which you can help you to let your family grow, to earn better money with your job, to do all kind of things. So if you tell them something like that, the question number 1 is, can you get 15 to 50 people and give them a free ticket to the introduction, to this lesson, to this free lesson, which is, for example, at 10 November at 12 o'clock. If you can do that, very good. Then step number 1 is possible for you. Then 2, there must be this presentation. This presentation, 10 November, 12 o'clock, where can be you. I would advise you to make a presentation yourself, where you give a very good presentation, about, well, you can prepare so as long as you want. You can prepare for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Prepare just like at school when you have to give a presentation, and you're gonna try to make, to really help people, to really learn them why it's so important to use the computer and to learn all these things. But you will not tell them the how. You will not give them all the answers, but you will just tell them how important it is, and the people will get very curious and all these things. But you will give them good information that if they don't buy anything but they walk away, they feel like, oh, I really learned something today. So if you think you can give that presentation, prepare by yourself, and just for an hour stand there, 15 to 50 people are sitting there, and you can do the presentation, very good. Then step 2 is also there. Then the only thing that is left is step number 3. That is that you have to sell at the end. So at 1 o'clock, when the presentation is at the end, you have to say, okay, thank you, I hope you learned a lot there today, and I want to thank you all for coming. Last thing I want to say to you, we have one very special opportunity today, because we started a new course about where we're gonna learn more and more about the things that I just told you. If you want to join, it's possible today, because we're gonna start and let some new people in. Places sont limitées, the spaces are limited. But if you want to come in, the price is 5,000. And if you want to come in, just bring the money today. You can bring it to me or to one of the people from the team here, and we will inscribe you. You will be inside of the program, and we will start to make a plan how we're and you will be in the course. You have to say something like that. So you have to sell at the end. You can also prepare this, of course. You can, but then you have to be strong enough to tell them, hey, we have a product. Do you want to buy it? And after you say, we have this opportunity, you ask the people one by one, are you interested? Do you want to buy this program? That's part number 3. And then a lot of things are going to happen. One person is going to say, oh, I want to see an example. I want to see an example of what I will learn. Then you will say to them, oh, this lesson, if you just was here for 1 hour, this was the example. If after this hour you still don't think that we can learn you anything, don't buy the program. Then it's not for you. This is not for everyone. This is only for the people who want to use computer to grow their life, to be strong, to grow their life, to earn money with entrepreneur things, with the computer things. So if you think that's not you, don't buy it. That's the way you can answer such a question. Then somebody is gonna ask, okay, but I don't have the money right now. I'm interested. I don't have the 5,000 right now. Can I buy later maybe? Can I come back next week or whatever? Then you say, maybe it's possible we open this program later one more time, but for now this is only opportunity. I'm sorry if you don't have the money, that's not good, but I think if you are at this time not, if you don't have 5,000 ready for this, then I think you are not ready. I think it's not the best for you. If you have, you can bring it today. Only today it's possible. And if you want to, if you can bring today 8 o'clock maximum. You can bring it here. And if we have the 5,000, you are inside of the course, and we can help you. And we will start this course. So that's it. And as you see, I hope that you already see the pattern. This is the same questions that some of you asked me when I sold you this course, for example. People will start to ask a lot of questions right there, because they have some things, some problems. What I think. Some people will say, I think you will learn us the same information that you will tell us now inside of this course, and then you will tell them no. Of course, yes, there will be some repetition, but we will also learn you a lot of new things, and repetition is good, and you can explain them just like I explained to you before, why repetition can be so important. There can be technical questions, like I get the question, is the course also in French? So maybe they will say, are the lessons also, I want to use them for my kid, is that also possible? Then you can be creative, and it's just about selling this time. So even if you don't know already how you're gonna make the product. Just say to them, okay, yeah, no problem at all. For kids also, we have some specific lessons, and then after you will think how you will make it in the right way. So actually the same will happen. And if you stay strong at this third point, if you stay very confident there and don't try to prove yourself, but just show, hey, this is a very big chance for you. If you want to miss it, no problem. It's your choice. If you stay so strong there, then you will sell to a lot of people, because that always works, and people don't want to lose. They don't want to lose the opportunity. That's also why you have to say that's important, that they can just today inscribe themselves, and also that the places are limited. So not a lot of people can come in this course. There are just some spaces left. So my question to you, when we are walking through this free giving strategy, you think you can do this? Do you think that you can find 15 to 50 people? You can even also do it with the team, or let other people do it for you, but just for the moment think, can you do all this yourself? Can you find 50 to 50 people who want some free learning lessons presentation where they can learn a lot about computer and entrepreneurship? Okay, if you think so, I hope that you think you can do it. Then can you give this presentation? I think you can. Also at school you did some presentations. Can you give a strong presentation? I advise you, because this video course is for you, to ask yourself and to also do all these things yourself. Come on, make that presentation yourself. Make a good presentation and try to do it. I know it's a little bit scary to do a presentation, and also in one of the other lessons I will tell you my experience with it. When I was at school and I was giving a presentation, I was like crying and like, very not strong, but you just gotta do it. If you do it and if you stand there, then it will be fine. And this is the most difficult one, maybe, but if you have enough confidence, which we also will gonna learn in one of the videos, you will be able to sell at the end. And then I'm gonna do a little prediction. I'm not sure, we will see. It's also not so important, but it's possible that if you do this, 20% of the people will buy the course. 1 in 5 people will buy. That's my estimation, but it's not so important. But let's see what happens if this happens. If 20% of the people buy. Let's say you find 50 people, so 50 people, and 20% after you did this presentation will buy the product of 5,000. 5,000 is relatively small money, right? I think almost all the people you invite there, if they really want, they have this money. So that money can almost not be the problem. So let's say 20% will buy. That means 10 people will buy the product. Okay? If 10 people buy a product and they pay 5,000 each, by giving that one presentation and doing the selling at the end, you earn 10 times 5,000 is 50,000. And even better, it's a course every month. So this is the price for 1 month. So later, when we're really going to give, don't worry for now about the course. We will think later about how to give a good for now, just about selling. I think you believe that we, together with the team, we can give a good lessons, good value to the people. So don't think about the product right now. But if later we keep these people happy, next month again, they will stay. Every month they will pay 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. So it's not only one time. It can be 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. It can be a lot more. So maybe in that 1 hour you earn a lot more than that. So this is the main strategy. It's as you see, it's kind of the same, but that's also the reason why I organized the meeting in this way, because I want you to see a real example of what happened if you sell. So I was selling to you, and you saw a lot of people also were not interested. You saw what happened there. You saw what's coming in. And the moment that you will try this out for yourself, and you will see that people pay you the money because you sold them some good product, you will feel, you will have confidence, and you will think, hey, we can really help people. And then you will see the opportunity that we already have for a long time, but we will start to use it. And also in one of the other lessons we're going to learn just for you specifically, how you're going to grow your own salary, your salaire. And I think you can think yourself that if you can do things like this, if you can make this kind of things happen, then it's very easy to let that grow, right? If you bring money into the organization, then it's very easy to grow also and to earn more and all those things. So this is, in my opinion, a big opportunity for you. Quick last tips for if you want to do this progress. If you will find these people, 15 to 50 people for the free lesson. Don't forget to let them inscribe. Don't say, oh, okay, I will see you at 12 o'clock in November, and maybe they will not come. No, let them give you your name, let them give you name, email, and phone number. You will write it down on some paper, and you say, thank you, okay, I'll see you 12 o'clock in November. Because if you do that, you have a bigger chance that people will really come, and if they don't come, you can always later email them or call them at least. So that's one advice here. For my presentation is I should just say, go in your room, go wherever, go make it. Can be a PowerPoint, can be a presentation on a paper that you will give it on the board like this, can be whatever you want. Make a perfect, good presentation, and you will be so happy if you can do that. And also prepare this last part very well. Prepare it very good. For now, I should advise to just do a simple product, 5,000 a month. What they will get for it, that's also a question that people will ask. But how much hours private lessons will I get? The answer is for the 5,000, where they will just receive 3 hours of private lessons, maybe also some combined lessons, and some they can use the computer for longer, but just 3 hours private lesson. To understand why, I already explained this to PP and Asenom. If you want to learn why we're just going to give them 3 hours, you can ask them. But for now, just let's say people, how much hours will I get if I buy this? You will say just 3 hours. But in these 3 hours, we will learn you not just like the Excel Word thing. We will learn you how to apply the things that you learn also in your own business. How to earn money with it, how to have contact with Europe. You tell some nice things, and it will be a lot better than if you just came learn here for 10 hours and we just do some basic things. So these 3 hours will be golden. It will be very good, and you tell them a nice story. Like also, I get the question: how long will your videos be? Now, this video is already a little bit longer than I promised, but I just want to show you. I say 10 minutes. I just wanted to show you that it's not about giving high promises, because you want to prove yourself. No, you prove yourself by your confidence. By your confidence, you prove yourself. You don't prove yourself by saying, "Oh, I will give you video lessons for the whole day," or "I will give for 5,000. You will get 10 private lessons," because if you don't make the product good, the company don't earn money. If you sell 3 hours for saying meal, company earn money, and you can also help the people very good. We can give 3 very good hours. Can also be interesting. You can also think of some bonus. Maybe can be interested that if they that next to these 3 hours they will, for example, also be inside of the video program like this, that they're also from here, me or one of the colleagues here, also send some course there that they can also learn that by video. We can think in a lot of ways, but for the working hours, can just be 3 hours private individual teaching. That's what you are selling there. So this is it. As I promised in the introduction video, after every lesson there will be an exercise, and the exercise for this video, in my opinion, is very easy. I want to ask you to prepare this presentation Prepare a very good presentation that you could give, that if these 15 to 50 people, when you will find them, you give this presentation, and I want you to ask me to send this video to me. So you can just like I'm doing now, you can put your camera there. It's not, you don't need to do it. If you don't want to do this, no problem. But I give you the opportunity to just practice, to make the video, prepare this presentation, make the video and send it to me. Maybe I will give you, if I find the time, maybe I will give you some individual feedback, but you will see also for yourself how important this exercise will be. And of course I advise you to do all these 3 things. Find the people, you can do it. Make the presentation, you can do it. Sell at the end, you can do it. Don't think about the product. We can give the good lessons. I will help with that later. For now, it's just about selling. Sell, sell, sell. After you sell, we will make the good product. But I think you believe that we have the good product. But so exercise, make the good presentation. Prepare it as long as you want, write down, and then start the camera. And before you will do it for real people, you do an exercise for yourself. So you start, okay, welcome everybody. Today we will, I will give you a presentation about computer and entrepreneur things, how to use. You will start, and just don't try to use paper. Just like me. Don't try to use paper and give a presentation like this. Think about your presentation skills. Maybe also let some of the other people of the team listen to you and give them some feedback on your presentation. And I think after you practice this, you will already feel a little bit more confident to do the real presentation. So that's my advice. I hope you thought this lesson was helpful, and I see you in lesson number 2.